Hello everyone, welcome back again to Excellent Solutions, a guide to score 300 plus in Jamb. Today we are discussing mathematics and the topic is number base. So we are going to be looking at questions under number base from 1978 to 2021. These questions are compiled in this book, Excellent Solutions, a guide to score 300 plus in Jamb. This is mathematics version. This book contains questions arranged in topic by topic. So if you can look for this book, you can be able to be a math guru. This is our question 1 today, and this question says the base in which the operation was performed was. So if you look at this question, in the answer section, the highest number we have is 1. So since it is 1, if you are operating in a number base, what you need to consider is the answer you have will have to be less than the base you are operating. So if you are operating in base 2, when you have 2, like this, 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 0 is 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, remainder 0. We put the 0 and take the 1 and add it here. So if you look at all these answers, the one we are having here, the highest number is 1. So since it is 1, the operation is performed in base 2. If you are operating in base 3, the highest number you have is 2. If you are operating in base 4, the highest number you will have is 3. And if you are operating in base 10, the highest number you will have is 9. So this is how number-based operation has been performed. So the answer to this question is B. The operation was performed in base 2. And this question is a question of 2017. Question 2 says, find the value of 11011 base 2 plus 10100 base 2. So if we look at this here, in binary, in number base, we now have, this is in binary number. So here we start the addition. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. But 2 in base 2 is the same as 2 divided by 2. Then this 2 divided by 2, you have 1, remainder 0. So we put the 0 and take this 1 here. We add 1 here. 1 plus 0, 1. 1 plus 0 is 1. So we now put 1 here. Here we come 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 in base 2 is 1, remainder 0. So we put 0 and carry 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 in base 2 is 1, remainder 0. So we put 0 and carry the 1 here. 1 plus nothing is 1. So if we look at this one is now in base 2. So the answer should be 1001011. If we look at our option, in option C, we have 1001011. The answer is option C. This question is a question of 2014. The next question is question 3, and this question says compute 110011 base 2 plus 1111 base 2. So this question is a question of 2006. So if we come here, since this is in base 2, we now add these numbers. 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2, we say 2 divided by 2, that's 2 in base 2, we have 1, remainder 0. So we now put 0 and carry 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is 3. So 3 in base 2 is the same as 3 divided by 2, you have 1, remainder 1. So we put the remainder 1 here, take this one and bring it here. 1 plus 0, we have 1, plus 1 is 2. So 2 in base 2 is 1, remainder 0. We put 0 and carry 1 here. So 1 plus 0 is 1 plus 1, we have 2. 2 in base 2 is 0, carrying 1 here. So 1 plus 1 plus 1, we have 3. 3 in base 2 is 1, remainder 1, we put 1 and carry the 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 in base 2, we have 0, 1, remainder 0. We put on 0 and carry 1 here. So this 1 plus nothing, we have 1. So if we look at the answer is 101010. If we look at our option D, 101010, the answer is option D. Question 4 says, add 1101 base 2, 10111 base 2, and 11 base 2. So if we come here, this question is a question of 2008. So So if we come here, we start adding. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3. And 3 in base 2 is 3 over 2. This gives you 1 remainder 1. So we put 1 here and carry this remainder and bring it here. 1 plus 0 plus 1 plus 1, we have 3. 3 in base 2 is the same as 1 remainder 1. So we put 1 and carry this 1 here. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1, we have 4. 4 in base 2 is the same as 4 over 2, which is the same as 2 remainder 0. So we put 0 here and carry this 2 here. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 in base 2 is 1 remainder 1. We put 1 and carry this 1 here. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 in base 2 is 0 as 2 divided by 2. You have 1 remainder 0. So we put 0 and carry 1 here. 1 plus nothing is 1. So if we look at this, give us 1 0 1 0 1 1. If we look at our option, the option that we have 1 0 1 0 1 1 is C. The answer is option C. Question 5 says subtract 16418 base 9 from 18630 base 9. So if you come for this subtraction, this is the equation being pasted here. So if you come for this subtraction, this is in base 9, not in base 10. So if it is in base 10, we are going to say borrow 1 from here. We are not borrowing 1 from here. If we say borrow 1, we make this one to be 10. But we are now borrowing the number of the base, which is 9. If we take 1 from here, that is the same as taking 9. So if we are now borrowing 1 from here, because it is in base 9, is the same as borrowing 9. 9 plus 0 is 9. And this one will remain 2 base 9. So in this case, this one now becomes 9. 9 minus 8, we have 9 base 9 minus 8 base 9, we have 1. So this one remains 2. 2 base 9 minus 1 base 9 is 1. So here we have 6 base 9 minus 4 base 9, we have 2 base 9. This is 8 base 9 minus 6 base 9, we have 2 base 9. And this is 1 base 9 minus 0, 1 base 9, we have 0. So there is no point of writing this one. Our answer is now 2 2 1 1. And if we look at our option, in option C, we have 2 2 1 1 base 9. The answer is option C. Question 6 says add 54 base 8 or 54 base 8 and 67 base 8, giving your answer in base 8. So if we come here, we have 54 plus 67. So one thing that we need to have here, 4 plus 7 is 11. So this is 11 base 8. So this 11 is the same as saying 11 divided by 8. When we divide 11 by 8, we are going to have 1 remainder 3. So we put this 3 here and take this 1 here, which is in base 8. So 1 plus 5 is 6 plus 6, we have 12. 12 in base 8 is the same as having 12 divided by 8. This will give you 1 remainder 4. So we put this 4 here and bring this 1 here. 1 plus nothing, we have 1. So if we look here, the answer is 143 base 8. If we look at our option D, we have 143 base 8. The answer is option D. Question 7 says evaluate 212 base 3 minus 121 base 3 plus 222 base 3. So we have this in this one. Let's start with this 212 base 3 minus 121 base 3. So if we come here, we have 2 minus 1 is 1. This is 1 minus 2. So this one cannot. We now take, if we now take 1 from here, is the same as taking 3. The operation is in base 3. So when we take 1 from here, is the same as we are taking 3 and add it here. So this one now becomes 3 plus 1, 4. 4 minus 2, we have 2 in base 3. Then here we are left with 1. 1 minus 1 in base 3 is 0. So then we now come here and say plus. We are done with this subtraction. Then we now add 2, 2, 2 plus 2, 2, 2. So here we have 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 in base 3 is the same as 3 divided by 3, which is 1 remainder 0. So we put 0 here, carry this one here. 1 plus 2, we have 5. 5 in base 3 is the same as 5 divided by 3, which gives us 1 remainder 2. So we put the remainder 2 here and bring this one here. 1 plus 2 is 3. 3 in base 3 is 1 remainder 0. We put 0 and carry the 1 here. 1 plus nothing is 1. So if we look at it, this gives us 1020 in base 3. If we look at our options, in option C, we have 1020 base 3. The answer is C. Question 9 says, calculate 3310 base 5 minus 1442 base 5. So if we look here, we have it 3310 base 5 minus 1442 base 5. So one thing that we start here, 2 minus 0 minus 2 cannot, we now borrow. If we now borrow from here, we are not going to say we are borrowing 1. Since it is base 5, we are now borrowing 5 here. If we take 1 from here, it is the same as having 5. So 5 minus 2 is 3. We have 3 base 3. Then here we are left with 0. We cannot say 0 minus 4. So we are still borrowing 1 from here. So in this case, if we are borrowing 1 from here, we are borrowing 1 5. Not that this 3 is the same as 3 5. So here we are now borrowing 1 5. If we borrow 1 5 and add it to this 0, so that we have here, it is going to be 5. So 5 minus 4 is now 1. Then we are left with 2 5 here. This 2 5 cannot 4 5 cannot be subtracted from here. We still borrow 1 5 from here. Add it to this one. It now becomes 5 plus 2, which is 7. So we are now subtracting 4 from 7, and this gives us 3. So here we are left with 2. So 2 in base 5 minus 1 in base 5, we have 1. So the answer will be 13 base 5. And if you look at it, 1313 base 5, in option A we have 1313 base 5.